Right, welcome back. One by podcast. Me and Sam are in a hotel room in Lanza. It's quite the party. Tom is also in Spain. This week we've caught up about what we've been up to. We've spoken a lot about food. We're obviously all pretty hungry, and we bounce around quite a lot. I don't know what else we covered, but
Yeah, make notes and it'll all dot up.
yeah, it all makes it. Draw a picture. It's like Dr. Dot. You'll make a picture by numbers, I think, by the end of this episode. So yeah, enjoy. Right, welcome back. One by podcast. Me and Sam are in a hotel room in Lanzarote. As you can see, we're actually next to each other. And Tom is also in Spain, but a different part. So, Tom, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, actually. I've been doing a bit more training since the last episode. Not loads, but I'm just going to say before we crack on, for those who are watching this on YouTube, you've both got half the heads of Jack and Sam. Yeah, you get a bit closer, guys.
We can see both of us a bit more landscape.
Your landscape. If that's for the edit, then great.
You go landscape.
I'm portrait because I'm on an iPhone.
Yeah, that's right. So hopefully no one's watching anyway. I thought you were going to tell me my numbers upside down like everyone else does.
I had to do my hair for this. I was like, the past 2 episodes or whatever we've done, I've like not really realised we're on video. So yeah, look.
Sam knocked on the door as I was in the shower, so it was all a bit of a rush. I rode my bike outdoors for the first time in 2 months. It was a little bit
nice.
You know, and like you just can't. It just makes you feel so much better.
Yeah, definitely.
Just do it and you just feel great afterwards.
How long did you do?
An hour.
Nice. So we've all got to start somewhere, haven't we?
Exactly. I'm not sure I can quite call it a comeback yet, but we'll get there. How's Spain? I mean, we asked you this.
Yeah, we actually had some warm weather over the weekend. It was, I reckon, 20 degrees nearly. In the sun, it felt warm anyway. So yeah, it's been all right. Headed out on the bike today for a couple of hours. I did a zone 2 effort for 30 minutes.
Zone 2?
Yeah, zone 2.
Oh, good.
Yeah, just got to, I've got to take it steady still, but yeah, getting there.
I think I'm basically zone 3 everywhere because I'm so unfit, so heavy. I don't have it out of Lanza. I don't have any choice.
It's annoying where we are that you've got to ride uphill for 20 minutes to get out.
Yeah, you do. We're heading to do a similar sort of place in March, aren't we? You're going to be there, aren't you, Jack?
Sounds like it.
It's what is it? Sands Beach, so it's near Barcelona, isn't it? Yeah. I think.
Just down the road.
Yeah.
Same town. But yeah, it's nice. It's a nice, like, the town's pretty nice. Lots of places to eat out and stuff.
Yeah, I remember we were there in, I think, 2018. Because we had a group of guys out there, and we went to this pizza place which did this like volcano version of a pizza.
Yeah, that pizza is really good.
Yeah, it's like a calzone, but it's not like folded in half. It's just 2 pizza bases on top of each other, and they make like a
And it's next to the bike shop.
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember too much about it, but yeah, I think we're there very regularly.
Also, for anyone watching, Sam is actually this short.
Yeah, it's like Ruth. Ruth looks smaller when she's with Jack. It's just a perception because Jack's actually 10 foot tall.
Yeah, exactly. 112 kilos. That camp in March sounds quite cool. It sounds like it's all your, I guess we can say that it's all of your kind of managers group of athletes, and we're going to do some training.
Yeah.
Content. So it sounds like a really good setup.
Yeah, we're actually thinking maybe about going out a week early just to make. Obviously, the travel to Canary Islands is a 4-hour flight, isn't it? But if you kind of take into account that you've got to get to the airport, etc., it's like it's a full day of travel more or less.
Yeah,
so
on my flight on the way over, I flew out of Manchester. Airport was dead. There was no one there. There was about 20.
Yeah.
The only person in security. The only person in bag drop. So from my mum dropping me off to being sat with a Costa took about 12 minutes.
Wow, that's really good going.
And then
there's got to be some sort of record.
Yeah, no, the flight had a tailwind, so we got to Lanza in 3 hours 40.
No way! Oh, that's dreamy.
Shortest travel day. I had to wait an hour for my rental car, and I was like, do you know what? I'm not even angry because it's been so smooth all day.
The issue will be when you decide to head back north and you got a headwind and it's going to take 5 hours.
Yeah. Well, I'm flying back to see you.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah. In like 2 weeks, just under. I don't even know.
It'll be a week tomorrow.
Week tomorrow. Oh yeah.
We're either working a week tomorrow or the day after, depending on how it turns out. Hopefully.
Yeah, sound. This should be good.
How's that looking? Have you got your parts yet?
I spoke with the guys from Ventum and they're like pretty chill about it. So
Nice.
even if it's just a road bike, then it's that. But hopefully we'll get the TT bike there. It's just getting the Watchshop front end put on it, which we're trying to work out. But should be good. Kieran's going to be there, right, as well. So
I've spoken to him. I guess I should. But yeah, it sounds like
nice.
In half a day or a day.
I think that we came up with a scenario. If I don't have the TT bike ready, I'll just pose on Kieran's bike.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Basically. So
that works.
Will you be able to reach the pedals or the floor?
Well, it'll be more of, when you like, you're not riding, you just like stood with the bike. Yeah, I definitely won't be able to ride his bike, I reckon. Yeah. But yeah, we just need to work out some locations, don't we? Like, hopefully around, like, if we go to Midlands, that should be good for him to come up from the south, and obviously you to head down from.
I've not checked the weather, but we're literally banking on it not raining.
I mean, you can't. The weather in a week you can't really predict anyway. So
yeah, do what we can with what we have. But yeah, that's a classic. Like, you move mountains to make a couple of days work, and then it just belts with rain for 2 days.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the skill to make it look good, so.
I'll try my best. That's what Photoshop's for.
Speaking of skill, I've got the new iPhone and I've been trying to work out the settings to take good pictures.
What iPhone is it?
The 16 or whatever. I just got a new contract and I was like, right, I'm gonna make the most of this camera and try and get some good pictures. So I've been learning how to like use all the features.
It is really good, the camera on it. I did on the bike then. I didn't take a camera or anything because obviously that's like busman's holiday, and I just took a few snaps on my phone, and they're still really good for what they are.
Yeah.
I think I told you, Tom. I don't know what the actual wording of it is.
This is helpful.
It is really helpful. Yeah. Action mode.
Yeah. It's a little running man or something, isn't it?
If you're listening to this podcast, which is most people, Sam is waving his phone around while saying
like
this
that.
still works. Yeah, in action mode.
I'm just enjoying the focus setting where you can like, it looks like you've got a lens, but you're just like blurring out the edges and stuff.
It does it by like literally just making some bits fuzzy.
Yeah, it does. So I got a picture of one of the girls. I think it was either Sean or Nora, and it was blurred around the edges, but between the legs. This is gonna sound awkward. It was like still kind of pretty.
So you hope it was Sean and not Nora.
You could see the gravel, which was still like perfect resolution rather than blurred out or whatever.
You could just do what Nora does and take camera shots and edit them so they look like they're on a phone. Sorry, Nora.
I reckon Nora's got some good shots actually.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Yeah, like
I also have to say, it's cool because I've chatted to Sean a little bit about getting a camera as well. It's actually cool when people do that and just decide like, let's, like you with the phone, let's try and just make something that's a little bit different and actually think about it. I've got a lot of time for that.
Yeah, exactly. I think taking pictures is like, obviously when you're a professional, you like, you know what you're doing, but like we're trying to learn on the job, but you just try and take as many as you can and you think, yeah, let's just do what we can and try a few new things. And yeah, I think she's got some good stuff. Yeah.
Unlike Sammy here.
Yeah, I'm terrible.
I'm still editing.
I've got a really good success rate of focusing on the wrong thing. So like in a pool, I've got loads of clear shots of like
the woman on the side with her boobs out.
I was given the task of recording some video for Beth's. She's doing a vlog or something, and it was really hard to take pictures in the pool because you're like, right, I'm gonna get a really good high elbow shot here, and then it's just the arms in the water and it's just splash.
Yeah.
The timing is really tricky in swimming.
I always get it where I've got perfect lighting, perfect moment in the breathing.
Yeah.
Come on, just breathe beside I am stood.
Yeah.
I was taking pictures of them some the other day, and Thor is like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, bang on, so you just know.
Yeah.
Lucy's like 2, 2, 2. Oh, I should probably breathe to the other side. And it's if it's as I'm about to go, I should breathe.
Yeah.
But Ruth picks a side of the pool, except it's never the side of the pool I'm sat on. It's just turn around, do it the other way. Yeah, but you're getting there.
I'm trying.
I had my other protege, Matt Nartiv, today because I was working with Steph Clutterbuck.
Yeah.
I say working. I just went out in the car with Matt to shoot some stuff because I didn't have loads else to do. And it also means she doesn't get her TT bike. We've got her road bike stuff done in Lanza.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That wasn't the point of it, but it was kind of like that. So I was just kind of kicking around. So he was driving, but also taking some shots. So every now and again, I just hear the shutter go on the camera. I'm like, that's not my camera. Oh, he's trying to we're shooting the same shoot, just differently. It was quite funny. I said, am I going to have to edit these? But I'm not seeing any of them.
It should have been behind the scenes. Like, it should have been pictures of you taking the pictures.
He did a couple of them, except I look like a thumb. There's this photo of me sat like in one of the lava fields flying the drone, and he sent it on there. Like, we've got a group chat, the four of us, with my flatmate on it. And he sent it through, and Vix replied saying, I wonder why my back's bad. Let's spend an afternoon sat on volcanic rock working. It was quite funny. But I flew the drone today from in the car, obviously in the passenger seat.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It flew 8.5K from where we took it off.
Is that because of the wind?
Well, just like because we were following Steph, we managed to do 5 miles before I broke.
Wow.
It had a massive tailwind, so I was like, we may as well just keep following it because the battery.
Yeah.
Bring it down through the sunroof while she was still driving.
No, there wasn't one, so I landed it on the car. I did like Matt will attest to that. But it's so nice here. It's like I always say, when you're shooting the track and Leeds or something on Bloody Holt Park, and you come somewhere cool lava fields, it's almost too easy.
Nice. Have you been up to Mirador yet? That's like the best. That's the best views you can get in Lanzarote, I reckon.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's for some reason, I don't know whether it's because I'm not the biggest fan of the ride in here. I just have no idea of what anything's called. Even though this is the second week I've been here, kind of thing.
But there's only 5 places.
Yeah, I know.
There's where you go to Teguise, and you do either Tabiesco or Mirador, and then you or the Ozola climb, and then you either go to La Santa one way in or out for Mara.
I'm not going to La Santa.
Yeah.
No, La Santa's shit, and then that's it. Or you go to the south of the island and go up the volcano road. They're the only routes.
I've never been there.
Is that road still I've not been since 2018. There's that road, it was shut. It's like kind of in the middle of the island with a really steep climb that goes up and over.
Tabiesco.
No, not Tabiesco. That's the north of the island, isn't it? It's the one in the middle. It's like super steep. It's like a switchback in the middle of it.
Is it the one I've just been up today? It's the petrol station, the new one. It's not.
Did you go up there?
Yeah,
I came down there.
I don't know what you mean, but there's a few good ones. It's not as bad as everyone says. It's just quite monotonous.
But I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good with the group, I reckon. Yeah. Like we had a good time when you're in a group of 6 or 8, and you can just roll turns quite quickly because of the wind, or you just do through and off and stuff to get rid of the bad bits.
They're pretty good. There are obviously some horrific ones, but down at Famara and La Santa. That's where I've just been up. Yeah. That's not that steep though.
There's one which is proper steep.
There's a really steep one right at the north of the island in Ozola. That's quite punchy, going up to Mirador.
Yeah, I did that with Dick. A 90-minute ride and ended up doing 3 hours with me.
Nice. There's also that road on the very south of the island, El Golfo, that's like sea, and you're in the middle of the proper black volcanic rock. That's a really to fly the drone down there.
I remember I was in Lanzarote. It must have been well over 10 years ago. It was like British Triathlon Camp, and Harry Wiltshire was out there, and he got a speed wobble going down one of the. It was like tailwind, maybe 5%, but it's through that volcanic field. It's like a gradual downhill, but you're going super fast. So you got a speed wobble. It was quite funny.
I made a slightly questionable overtake of Sam and Lucy today with the windows fully down, playing "Who Let the Dogs Out" volume. It was quite the moment. I'd have rather bumped the car than gone into Sam and Lucy, but it was quite.
Yeah.
I was ready for you to move across. I was like, I'm just going to slam on that.
I just stayed out, and the car coming just stopped and waited. But it was.
So are you guys getting some good training, or is it still quite a lot of media stuff? I know the BMC camps. You go out there just get content, don't you? Really?
Media starts tomorrow, so.
Oh, okay.
They've been able to train pretty much since we got here.
Oh, nice.
And today, these guys had 4 hours, and I just made it work. So there was no like stopping or anything. It was just actual training. Because here, apart from in Tim & Fire, which is the national park, that's just like cliff edges, not cliff edges, like sharp drops and rock. Everywhere else has got like little pull-offs that are all so I was just bunny hopping them, and you guys were just riding. We found a nice new cafe as well, didn't we?
That cafe was really.
It was exceptional.
Yeah, and I think they do a media ride on Friday that ends up being like a 5-hour dick swinging competition.
That Luther wins every time.
Yeah, where they kind of like all have to ride around shots, but they all ride around at like threshold going, yeah, this is easy, this. And like all the lads just like slowly get faster and faster and faster and faster. So Sam worked out this week that Dicko is the second oldest in the team. Yeah.
Second oldest, really?
I didn't
wow.
thought Clement was older, but Clement.
Because Antonio is quite old, Benito Lopez.
Yeah, he's like 30, isn't he? Something.
He looks about 46. Gomez has been kicking around as well, doing some coaching.
Nice.
And the head of Spanish triathlon has got here today to watch Gomez coach to make sure he's doing a good job. I was like, I
reckon Gomez would be a good coach.
I reckon so.
Given his experience and he's a very skillful guy at all 3 sports as well. So in terms of like helping people technically, he's an amazing swimmer. Like he's a sub 1500 meter guy, I think.
Yeah.
So he knows how to swim. Yeah, he just is good at everything, isn't he? So.
Is he not full?
Didn't he not do like Australia or something, or New Zealand?
I don't know.
Or did he not start? He was due to do a full.
I don't know if he's done a full, but obviously his credentials speak for themselves.
Yeah. He's got the squad's like relatively young as well.
Nice. I read an article about one of the Spanish guys, quite a young one. I think he's called Cantero, and he's like a sub 29 10K runner or something. And I'm like, the Spanish always deliver amazing athletes. Like, I just year on year, they're never without people who are right up there. So, yeah. Just, I guess.
I recognise, but I don't know who he is. He looks like Connix, but he's not. Like, he's similar build and he's got frosted tips.
No, don't know. There's loads of Spanish athletes who are wicked, so it could be any of them, I reckon.
Sam met, sorry, I'm just making notes that's on that screen, catching up with what we need to talk about. Sam met one of our listeners today, good old Katie Margerson, she gave the question about what bike she should buy and then bought the Argon. Well,
yeah, nice.
She's brought was it road bike?
Road bike.
Okay. It was playing up, so she messaged me saying, I'm in Lanza, can you recommend a good bike shop? And I said, Sam's from the podcast. So Sam was like, I'll just send her my number. So I was like, I'll do it when I'm back from riding. And Sam bumped into her.
Yeah. I was waiting to give someone else some tools. She was like, are you Sam? I was like, yeah, bye. And then I ended up with the bike. So something to do.
Saving everyone out here.
Nice.
One of the topics that we've also been sent in was we need to discuss trouser length. What is an acceptable length of I obviously only wear shorts ever, apart from when I'm somewhere very formal, so like shooting a wedding or when we're at my exhibition.
You wear trousers shooting a wedding in summer?
Yeah, I always wear trousers, yeah. I usually wear chinos, but now I'm going to wear my like slightly shorter, edgy trousers because I'm a creative, so I can be hipster. So at the gallery, I wore like trousers that came up to probably just above my ankle.
They were 4 fits.
Nah, they're 9 10.
Okay, so my opinion on it is because I'm quite short, I can never get trousers to fit me, so I just roll up. Yeah. Like, that's me.
Yeah.
I would never be able to buy trousers which would be like about my ankles, which are like not rolled up because I'm just too short.
I have short legs, so I struggle with getting trousers the right length. But if I roll them up, it then makes my legs look even shorter. From I've got a pair of Doc Martens and I struggle to wear them because obviously that's like that much, and then my trousers are above them, and it's like that's a bit. So, like,
so they're like near your knees.
White socks and trainers. I was prepared for them to be a bit short. I wasn't in ankle. Can you imagine if I was in like ankle socks, or what they call like trainer socks?
Yeah.
No one wears trainer socks anymore, mate.
My dad does. He actually took some back. He got a refund from M&S a couple of weeks ago. He'll enjoy this story. Me tell the story because they're like, you know, when you wear socks and they're like slipped down, so they're not like grippy enough. So he took them back because they were not an appropriate quality, and they refunded him. You have to consumer law. Like, if they're not an appropriate quality to what you think you bought.
That's quite good.
He got a full refund because they kept rolling down.
So where we agreeing on this trouser length thing then?
They're legit as long as they're below the top of your sock, so there's no skin on shirt.
Yeah. You got to show off your sock, haven't you? That's part of fashion nowadays.
Like if you wear trackies, the grip of the trackie will be above your ankle.
Exactly.
So I think that's fine for.
Where's my
most trousers? It depends. Like, if you've got a suit on, you can't have trousers like ankles.
Okay, so with a suit, I think I looked into this when I was buying a suit. You're allowed one fold, like one kind of like crease in the bottom of the trouser when it touches your shoe. That's supposed to be the ideal length.
Down, it would therefore be like at the top of your sock.
But I've never understood suits because like it's like when you put a jacket on and someone goes, "Oh, put your hands above your head," and I'm like, "Well, when do I ever do that?"
Yeah.
Just when you're throwing shapes on the dance floor, mate.
Oh, my jacket's long gone at that point.
You got a tie around your head as well.
I mean, I'm not a fan of wearing suits anyway because you kind of look like you're going to court.
Have you ever been to court?
No,
I've been to court.
I've had a court summons.
Yeah, I had a court summons. It's quite a bad story. When I was like 15, 16, we were in high school. Obviously, we're like 15, 16 years old. And we were playing, we would call it knock and run. So like knock and run. Well, so what had happened was there was this guy that lived on the edge of a like gully, and apparently a load of chavs had been like digging up his garden and jumping the fence and running off. So he thought that was us, and we literally just knocked on the door. So we chased our mate, hit him with a banister pole, and dragged him into the house to call his parents. So press charges for him hitting him with a banister pole. And
15 playing knock or run.
I don't know how old I was, but I wasn't 25. I know that. So yeah, so I ended up in court to give evidence of said, yep, I knocked on his door and we ran off. I'm really sorry.
My court summons were dismissed because it was just like a bill that it had been paid but not been registered or something. So it was fine.
What were you going to say about the suit? We were halfway through something.
Oh, just like I think a suit needs to be like well fitted. Like I reckon when you've got casual trousers, if you roll them up, it's fine. Like.
Here's the trousers. If you're watching, these are the trousers in question. I think that's legit.
I think with trainers, yeah. I reckon if you've got shoes on. I reckon, yeah, that looks all right for me.
There we go. I reckon that's 1-0 me.
Yeah, I'll give you
that. We spoke on the last podcast about accounts, like viral Instagram accounts, you know, that you kind of get lost. And Tom, you sent us the battle one that you'd been watching.
Oh yeah. Have you actually followed it since I sent it to you?
I've been through it, but I've not followed it.
Oh, they do some mental ones. Like it was Chuck Norris. I think the one I saw today was Chuck Norris versus it might have been 100 or 1,000 T-Rexes.
Yeah.
And he just did one punch and just destroyed them all. I was like, how does this work?
It's epic.
I don't even understand.
Epic Wars with a Z, YT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. It's really good.
And then you also wanted to talk about the pub. Was it the pub? What time? Oh, no, that was it. You're in a Spanish cafe at 9 a.m.
Yeah. I wasn't in a pub. I was in this... Yeah. So the pool where we swim in Denier is they got a nice little cafe next door. Like it'd be great for you guys when you get here. Like good value, good manager. Like he's got used to us now, so he's got our breakfast ready for when we turn up, which is really good. So we're getting like obviously cafe con leche and like a I don't know an omelette baguette or something like a how he says it in Spanish, like a tortilla de boquete. Yeah. tortilla bocadilla, and then they get like I've also been introduced to a tostada, which is like half a baguette toasted with tuna and tomato, and it's absolutely wicked.
No, I can't get on.
But
I like the tomato.
nah, it's good. Honestly, with salt and oil, it's amazing. But I've been sitting down, obviously eating my food and looking around, and I've got these guys who are sitting down at 9 o'clock with a liter of Amstel or some red wine or some spirit in a glass. And I'm like, is this normal in Spain? And I messaged my old housemate, Ollie Shannon, who he studied the Mediterranean diet as part of his PhD or postdoc. And I was like, is this part of the Mediterranean diet? Because I'm not entirely convinced. He's like, no, they're just pissheads. Basically. But I'm like, I couldn't imagine waking up, going to a cafe and be like, yeah, just get a litre of Amstel, please.
At the airport, like 6:30 in the morning, people ordering pints.
Yeah, but, I mean, the airport, that's just a weird, we're going on holiday, let's just get on the piss.
Like, by the beer outside there?
Don't know.
But these are people, it's a daily routine, I imagine, because I've seen the same people a few times. He's got a litre of Amstel and some olives for breakfast.
That is good, guys.
Like, I've done a 9 a.m. beer.
For what?
Because stag do.
Yeah, stag do again. It's like anomaly, isn't it?
Not a daily, habitual thing.
So what we're asking is, what's the earliest time appropriate to have your daily beer?
Well, some places...
I reckon 5 p.m. I'm going 5 p.m.
I'd say 5, unless it's like an occasion.
Yeah, but if every day you're having a beer, how early is that acceptable? I think 5. You're like, you finish for the day, you're kind of moving into the evening.
But yeah, that's fair. Unless, I guess, the listeners who are football fans and they're going to the 3 p.m. match or whatever, then you probably get a beer.
In the office, Friday lunch beers are a thing. I remember when I was working we'd always have 3-4 beers on a Friday afternoon in the pub and then go back to the office for a few hours.
Daily, I think 5 is okay. Friday and weekends, 12?
Yeah, I can get on board with that. But we're not daily 12. No. Tuesday 12 is a bit.
No, I don't think. I reckon I could count on one hand if I've had a drink before midday.
Yeah.
And it's probably a wedding, and it was in Phuket race last year when we raced. Well, we raced at 6 o'clock and had finished by like 9. And I was like, it feels like it's midday already, and it was 10 o'clock, and I was like, fuck it, I'm thirsty.
Yeah.
What have you been drinking in Spain?
Mahou? Is that how you say it? Or... Yeah. Oh, it's blurry, but
it's horrible.
It'll be clear. Hopefully, it'll be clear when we upload.
It's not very nice.
Okay. Right. This is that's the one that I've been drinking.
Though, it's like in Spain, like the people in the cafe and in the pubs, and the same in like Italy and stuff. When you see them all just sat with their mates at 9 a.m. catching up, or like you see it as a
yeah, but I don't want to stereotype here, but it's not it's just laziness.
No, they're all like 60 or 70. And like coffee as well, not just like catching up for beers in the morning. I've got a lot of time for that. Like, can you imagine if every day you like met your mates in the cafe for an hour for a coffee and then went to train or whatever? It's a good life.
I would like to know the life story of these people who I'm seeing in the cafes. Like, what have you done? What's your job been? I imagine like, I don't know, like maybe a fisherman or kind of builders or something.
Oh, you are near the coast. I was like, hang on, where are they fishing?
Mate, the coast is like a K away.
Derby's local fishermen.
Yeah.
So where I was going before with we obviously speaking about Instagrams and stuff. Have you ever watched I'm late to the party on this, I know, but have you watched the SB Mowing Instagram or TikTok? God, it is unbelievable. You need to get on that. So it's basically a guy that goes around and just fixes up people's gardens in
so he's like
rural.
Oh, I might have seen this. I didn't recognise the name, but I've seen it. Yeah.
He does it for free now because obviously he's been paid like
kind of like
loads from. Yeah, so he's been paid loads by YouTube and TikTok. So he just like SB Mowing just goes and cleans their garden, does whatever. It is so. I'd lost like an hour the other morning. I was just like,
it's therapeutic, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's quite a nice thing, I guess, for people that can't afford it, and he's just doing it for free. It was quite
yeah.
It's a good watch. If you want a bit of procrastination, and he's got 4 million followers, so it's like I'm very late to the party, but it was good.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Speaking about being late to the party, I've started watching the Big Les show, and I've gone through it plus all the spin-offs. It's so good. I mean, like, it's wicked. I saw, obviously, just coming up on my feed, just like clips from it, and I was like, what is this thing? And I just got into it and I just like watched it all since I've been out here. It's so good.
I imagine John hates it.
She found it funny, one of the episodes I showed her. But yeah. It's good. Yeah.
You only have a couple of days left. Do you fly home on Friday?
Yeah, fly in Friday, so we've got 1 day left, pretty much.
How's the weather looking?
Yeah.
It's been nice there.
Yeah. It was nice the other day before we left.
You sure?
Oh, I'll tell you what, I should show you while we've got you both on. We've got this new toy for Sam and Lucy to play with. Oh, mind out the gutter.
I don't know what this is.
A bike tail mount kit. So we're going to mount a like 2 meter selfie stick to the saddle of the bike and see how it looks.
It's ridiculous.
It could look stupid, but the footage could look mint. It could look like there's a drone. I've not got an Insta360, I've got a GoPro, but
wow.
Stay tuned for how that turns out.
If it works well, bring it to the next camp. Bring it to Lanzarote in March. Nice.
I also quite like the idea of when I'm fit again. You know, I do a lot of shooting from on the bike because obviously the only way I can really get close, because in a car you're always at risk of other cars. On a bike, my get out free options are a lot more, so I can like get some real nice close-up shots. So you'll be able to see what I'm like shooting and then the shots and stuff. So it'll be quite cool.
Nice, that'd be cool.
So yeah, it'll be quite funny. So we're gonna test it hopefully this week. We'll get it fitted, maybe to my bike, maybe to someone else's. Sam's getting quite fit. That's the other thing to report. He's getting ready for his marathon training.
The marathon that didn't happen last time.
Marathon comeback, yeah.
I'm actually free that weekend this year.
What marathon are you doing this time?
Manchester.
Same weekend.
Yeah, I'm free that week. Oh, I'm not free then. I'm gonna go and watch London.
You watching Vic?
Yeah.
She the main athlete, the one by sponsoring Vic.
London Marathon.
Yeah.
Nice.
Erica.
Maybe.
Yeah,
that'd be right.
David and Alex as well.
Oh yeah, Alex. Yeah, that'll be cool to watch. Are we gonna put? We should put some early times on that. I'm sure we'll.
All right. I had to write a little article for 220, and I said that he could potentially challenge the British debut marathon time, which is held by a male.
2:07.
8:10 or something, like below 2:08. And he definitely could if he gets the training right.
7,500 Ks last year, is that right? You put on Instagram?
Who, sorry?
Alex ran 7,500 Ks last year.
Really?
Yeah. Is
that a lot? I don't know. What's that?
That's an average of like 10 miles every day all year.
Really? I don't know. He doesn't put stuff on Strava anymore.
144k a week.
It was on Insta. Someone was talking about
No, don't believe that.
Check his Insta.
I don't think Alex runs that much. Because I know I've heard that he's trying to build up his mileage to up to 90 miles a week.
Right.
So, I'm not sure. How would they know that? Like, he's not put it out publicly. So how would they know?
Apparently he put something on Instagram that said how much he'd been running. We'll come back on that. Maybe I'm spreading rumours. Yeah, it was Triathlon Ross that told me, so we'll chase it at source.
I mean, it's believable because he's a good runner, but I just didn't think he ran that much.
Yeah, well, where I was going is if he has actually ran that last year, plus swim and biking, his, kind of resilience to the marathon will be unbelievable. Like, he's already a phenomenal runner, but you see it like this. If you've not done all the miles, the last half of the marathon's quite ropey. But yeah, I think we'll see something pretty cool because obviously he's over 10k. He's done some ridiculous stuff.
Yeah.
I think Rich is going for a world record as well at London. I'm pretty sure. Him and his mates are doing. You'll know about this, Tom. Lord of the Rings. A group of people. I don't know what they're called.
What, a fellowship?
Yeah. of like certain characters. They're all doing a group. I never watched.
Are you involved?
No, but you'll know.
I'd love to.
Are you Sam?
I don't know anything about.
I get fucked.
If you were to be a Lord of the Rings character, who do you think you would be? And you can't just fucking say someone cool. You got.
Okay, I'd probably be one of the hobbits, wouldn't I? Really, let's be honest. I'd love to be Aragorn, obviously, but I'm not tall enough. Boromir would be sick, but he gets killed off in the first book, doesn't he? So, sorry, spoilers.
It's a spoiler. I've never watched it.
If you've not watched it by now, you're not watching it. It's you've missed that boat.
Yeah, Boromir's pretty sick, to be honest. He's a good character, but yeah, I'm a hobbit. Let's be honest.
Have you got anything else to report? Buffet life is quite
buffet
hard.
wild.
We were talking about nutrition on the WhatsApp.
Oh yeah, it was. We kind of already did it already because I was hoping for a segue into the Spanish people drinking Amstels at 9. But my question was what are you going for? And it doesn't have to be at 9. Just what are you going for at a Spanish cafe? Say you've done a ride or you've done some training or something.
Bocadillo tortilla, oil, salt, and a watery coffee.
Yeah.
And we had these cookies today that were sensational.
That might be one of the best cookies I've ever had.
Yeah, they were warm, freshly baked, and they were milk chocolate chip with salt. So it was like warm cookie.
Oh, nice.
Oh, they were so good.
We did get a roasted peanuts with breakfast today, like warm roasted.
So Lucy
just in a little dish.
Had scrambled egg, beans, sausage, hash brown, and mayonnaise.
So ropey. No, she needs putting in the
And I gave her so much shit for the mayonnaise that she didn't eat it.
Good. We're in Barcello, and the Barcello bacon.
That sounds like a post-night out meal.
Yeah.
It was just the mayonnaise. I was like, why have you got mayonnaise? There's no ketchup. I was like, why would you get ketchup?
Brown sauce. I'm HP brown sauce all the way.
Yeah, brown sauce or ketchup with a fry pan, easy. But all right, talking about mayonnaise, what about salad cream?
Yes, I do like a salad cream. As a kid growing up, salad cream was
my
sauce.
I like salad cream in a crisp sandwich.
That's fucking wild.
Instead of butter, salad cream, spread it crisp.
I'll tell you what I can't get on board with. Margarine.
Oh yeah, nah, terrible.
Clement's girlfriend. No, actual margarine. It's got to be butter.
Margarine sounds like the name of a great auntie.
Isn't margarine what people bake with?
It's just like fake butter. One of the guys I went to uni with, Ben, was like, I lived with him for a couple of years. He used to keep his margarine in the cupboard. So over 2 years, he had cupboard margarine, and it never went off. That's a red.
Yeah,
I thought margarine's been banned. Like, it's not margarine anymore, isn't it? Like, I think it's.
What I mean, like fake spread.
Yeah, just like spread not made out of butter. It's made out of oils.
But totally, olive oil spread is better than.
It's horrible.
Nah, it's better.
It's got to be butter for me. That's probably
butter. Butter is the best spread that you put in on a piece of bread.
The Barcello bacon is one of the world's great superfoods. It is so good. Unreal.
It's alright.
From a Spanish cafe at 9 a.m. We've covered a lot of stuff, but we keep bouncing back to it.
Spanish because I don't eat egg. That's my thing. So I wouldn't have an omelette. So I always struggle with breakfast because breakfast is always eggs. I'd probably have a ham and cheese toast. Yeah.
Yeah, no judgment. It's just whatever you fancy, isn't it?
Coffee in Spain is generally so poor, which is why I think that cafe today, like best cookie we've ever had, and
good
actually
coffee.
Good coffee.
Yeah.
Which. Yeah, we'll definitely be back there.
I've been going to the buffet before swimming and getting a coffee in my travel mug, and an Americano in a travel mug is more palatable than the Americano. Like the Americano out of the machine's horrible in a mug, but in my travel mug it's.
I was paper cup this morning.
There's something about drinking it out of a travel mug. I don't expect it to be as nice. I feel like you can get away with it.
But it's still just like ropey machine coffee. It's not the one.
Yeah, a machine coffee I've got a lot. Like it gives me a bad stomach. Actually, I reckon.
Yeah. Just the grinder I brought handheld, and I'm just not. Like, by the time it comes to I want a coffee, and then it's like 20.
Oh, okay, I've got a good one about coffee. are you making an aeroplane coffee? I've seen a few people do it. What's your thoughts? Yeah, have you not seen people grind up the beans, get an AeroPress out, ask for some hot water?
In your hand.
I guess it's not. What are you going to grind with it? Grind your way into the cockpit and fly the plane.
It's got 4 blades in it.
Yeah.
It's still not back. No, I'm not about it. I mean, to be honest, I get on an aeroplane, sit down, and tend to fall asleep.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not getting a coffee on a plane because I'd rather sleep.
You also wanted to know what the best meal you could cook on a 2-ring hob was.
Oh yeah, that was the other one. Because that's all we've got here. 2-ring hob.
Jimmy and Ruth made, like, for lunch in Font, always made gnocchi with, like, sausages.
Oh yeah, nice.
It was unbelievable. I was a big fan of that. Yeah. I'm not the best at cooking that sort of stuff, but they always have ingredients left over. We just had some gnocchi and sausage and stuff with a bit of sauce, as it not ketchup, as in the actual sauce, and that was really good.
We've been going through basically sausage pasta here. We've done paella because you can do that on a hob, and like Spanish hash, which you basically boil up potatoes, fry them with like chorizo and stuff.
Hash, but because you're in Spain, it's Spanish.
yeah. We've got a supply outside, so it's all good.
Yeah, nice, fair. I don't know what else would be good. You could get a good curry on a hob, I guess.
Yeah, I mean it's like it's not. It's just more like you don't have an oven, so it's just, you're limited, aren't you?
Yeah. Would you rather have a hob or an oven?
A hob.
Yeah.
What if you didn't have a hob but you had an oven? You'll be what?
Mate, fish fingers and chips every night.
Mate, you're gonna get those chicken dinosaurs, aren't you? What, you're doing beans in an oven? How are you doing that?
One of your questions, they were so food related this week. You're going out for dinner. What are you ordering? I was like, for me, I only order fish and chips when we're out for dinner. It's all I'll ever eat in a pub.
I posed all these questions because I was cooking whilst replying to you guys, and I was just like, right, I'm inspired right now.
Fish and chips.
Pizza's so versatile.
Yeah, but then it's not one food, is it? It's fucking...
Yeah, but okay,
like that's like saying, I'll have fish and chips, but I'll have a different salad every night.
I'll have a sandwich.
Yeah, but that's just cheating. You can't just bend the rules.
No, it's my rules. I've got to want. Like a type of... So like you say curry, or...
No, you've got to say a single thing. It's one meal. It's not like one dish. It's a meal.
I'd have a pepperoni pizza. A nice Italian pepperoni pizza.
Fish and chips every time.
You can't have fish and chips for breakfast. You feel disgusting.
You can't have pizza for breakfast.
Yes, you
not
can.
Every day. You'd feel awful.
You'd have to have the whole thing.
It's not actually going to happen. You'd have to survive on it.
No, you're doing this hypothetical. Yeah. You're there pouring with grease because all you eat.
I already do. Yeah. Welcome to my life. Yeah.
Do you ever finish fish and chips and just feel a bit disgusted?
No. That's why I'm 3 times the size of you.
I'm not little. I've been enjoying having dessert for lunch, which is something that I would never ever do at home.
Sam tried to make me put last night. There was this like cheese fountain, so like fondue, but like chocolate fountain, but cheap nacho cheese. And Sam was warm custard and tried to get me to put it on my ice cream. It would have been so bad if I had like warm cheese on my ice cream.
Yeah, that sounds rough.
I was trying to get some cheese from that fountain.
Yeah.
But there was no way to get it off it. You know, like chocolate fountain, you get like a
put something under there. Yeah.
I was kind of like,
or a spoon. A spoon.
Yeah. A spoon.
That didn't sound that hard, did it?
I had like a chocolate, no, not a chocolate wrap. I had a chicken wrap. I wanted some cheese on it, but I could just put my whole plate underneath and then just drip cheese the whole way back to the table.
So rough. Yeah.
I quite enjoy shit cheese though.
It was good.
You know the shit cheese that you get in slices in like plastic.
Nah, not a fan.
Yes, I love that stuff.
Nah.
What would you have? So you wouldn't have a cheeseburger?
Yeah, I would just get. Well, I'd make a cheeseburger and just get a normal slice of cheese.
What
put it on. Probably Gouda.
Gouda.
Yeah. It's wicked.
Gouda. Silent G.
I went there.
All right, mate. Well done stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I got a cheese ball.
Right. Speaking of food, we should go to the buffet.
We should.
Hopefully, we'll catch up next week. You'll be at home, I guess, Tom. And
Yeah, I'll be at home.
Wednesday, but make something work one day. But yeah, we'll hopefully catch up next week. So
sounds. Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
Catch you soon, guys.